Hey man, episode 6, DOMTHEKID Show. Down the kid.
Let's go. Doso official. Let's go.
Yeah, and we got a special guest today, man.
Come on. You partner player.
Yeah.
Lush to the Uno.
Yeah.
West
Uno
really.
in the building.
Lush One,
Yeah.
man. How you feeling today, bro?
It's crazy. I didn't even realize who I was linking with like that.
Hell yeah.
You know, we already connected and all
Hell
that.
yeah.
five
Before bro
times.
even came in, he was like, hold on,
Yeah.
5150.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fives
I know my
up,
people's
it
in
is.
51.
Yeah, fives
for
up.
sure.
You hear those fives up?
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
5152 on both
go.
sides,
Yeah,
man.
you feel me?
You know that, bro,
West
for
LA
sure.
to OC
Yeah, we had to
shit.
connect
Come
it
on.
real quick, know what I mean?
On my mama, though.
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Were y'all even aware that it was of that connection?
Hell yeah. So, like,
Okay, so y'all knew, okay.
oh, you talk? Oh no, I didn't even know you knew Smokey
Yeah,
from the hood
yeah.
and shit.
My brother and shit.
I did not know that. I did not know that. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't-
that's crazy
yeah, I
as
didn't
hell.
know.
My brother, yeah.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah,
what's up. Shout
about
out
3 years
Smokey,
ago, man.
man.
I realized there was a hood called that. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
not even know you was affiliated or nothing
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
crazy.
You feel me?
That's
Yeah.
hard. That's cool to know. Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. You feel that's the soil right there.
On my mama, you know.
When I be talking about Clemson Street and all that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kansas Street.
That's our
So,
section.
where's that? What city is that?
That's West LA.
West LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's
Baldwin
up.
Hills, Culver City area and shit.
I like the OC, man. 51 shit. You know that.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what's up. Well, yeah, let's get to the bullshit, man. Let's get straight down to it. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows. Lush, Adam went crazy, and I don't know, but people are insinuated that he fired you.
That's what people are saying. He
That's what
fired
they
you.
saying. I don't know.
Now
if
I don't watch the
true.
already. He already had a part where he said like, "Goddamn, he ain't fire you. He was just mad at the time." You know what I'm saying?
I've seen, like,
Yeah,
he
it's
said,
both
like,
ways.
5 different things.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
difficult for me to fully discern what the gentleman was really like.
From your point of view, what
Where his
happened?
heart's at.
What does he think happened from your point of view?
So from his point of view, he believes, and I'll tell you exactly what happened, regardless. Like, what he believes is that AD got mad at him because I told a Discord server that I'm a part of, that AD and I are both a part of, that Adam was gonna remove AD from the Tuesday show.
Did you tell them that though?
I did, but they already knew before I
Prior.
I did.
So they asked
confirm
you
it.
like specifically.
Yeah. So here's everything that happened. All right. So first of all, just to create a little bit of context, AD I've known for way before No Jumper. We wasn't like super close in that, but we have a lot of mutuals. Like a lot of, like my boys Clutch and Beast Gatlin went to Gardena with him back in the day. You feel me? They used to be in a rap group together. My boy Craig used to function with him. My boys Key and Active from Grape Street used to fuck with him. Like, so for like we have a lot of
I fixed some mics. We having mic issues. We've been having mic issues. We good though. Go ahead though.
So like we have like a lot of mutuals, and you know we done shows together and all that, but we were never really close like that until No Jumper. However, like when No Jumper when I first came on No Jumper, and it was me and my boy Disaster, we had the Battle Rap podcast, God Tier Pod. That was kind of like, it was doing like somewhat mediocre,
decent, right? So it's only a broad, like you can only push that to so many people. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like a certain thing. You know what I'm saying?
Demographic,
right?
And especially within the context of No Jumper, like that fan base isn't really cued into that. So we were kind of trying.
But I like how you was pushing that narrative, though.
Yeah. Trying to break new ground over there and all that.
Yeah.
Then I wound up wanting to expand into the other pods.
Hell yeah.
But wasn't really sure how to go about it.
How did that happen though? Like, how did you go from doing the God tier and then ended up like, you feel me? Because the Disaster didn't, right?
No. So what happened was this: we was like the redheaded stepchildren of No Jumper. They wasn't really fucking with us like that. You know what I mean? Like they wind up. They basically would give us 1 or 2 days a month, and they would cram like 3 interviews in at a time, and but we weren't ever really intermingling with the other casts, type shit. We would see him in the office. That's it. T-Rail hopped on our pod once. That's like the only like connection that we had, right?
Hell yeah.
Then in the beginning of September, this fool Diz wound up going to visit his family in Lebanon. He was out there, like he had to deal with some crazy shit. Like there was someone had robbed his family, so he was going out there on some John Wick shit. You feel me? Like yeah,
hell yeah.
And then and I'm not putting nothing on blast that he didn't already speak on.
Right.
So, and I was like, you know, he never really was fully into the whole. You know, he's an artist. He's not really into podcasting and shit like that. But I always. Something that I was passionate about. He was like, you know what, fuck it, just do like the next 6 interviews by yourself. We had 2 days booked, 6 interviews. I put them all together.
Just having to, you know, take a hold of it.
Yeah. I took the initiative. I was like, this is a perfect chance to intermingle with the other cast members. So I did me and Suspect did a couple of them. Me and Duno did one. And the first one wound up dropping the next week. It was with the homegirl Reverie. Me and Duno interviewed her.
Right.
And that second day, I did 3 more interviews. And the Reverie interview was going up. It got like 50K in like a day or whatever. So they were kind of like, oh, okay, like Lush kind of has a little bit of a knack for this shit.
Right.
Like. And then this fool, as I'm getting ready to leave at the end of the day, I see Adam, AD, and they're posted up like about to start the No Jumper show.
Right.
I literally just walk up on them to say what's up as I'm getting ready to leave. AD is like, why don't we have Lush on the pod with us?
Right.
And
so AD threw you the alley-oop to get a ball.
AD threw me the alley-oop. He was John Stockton. I had to play Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Adam wasn't even fucking with it, to be honest. He was like, well, I don't really know if we could do that. We don't have enough couches. And then
impression.
Yeah. And then this fool AD's like, nah, like pull up another couch, get a mic set up for him, whoopty whoop. Right. And I was like, all right, for sure. And Adam's like, all right, fuck it, sure. Sat down, house phone pulls up a few minutes later, and I'm like, you know, I've been in the public eye in different capacities since like 2005, you know, as an artist and curating battle rap content and all that.
Used to this shit.
Yeah, but I'm like, I actually got nervous. I'm like, shit, because I know the audience don't really fuck with me like that. They're probably like, I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like, the pod feels good when we do it, but pause. But by the end of it, I'm like, you know, I guarantee you the fans ain't fucking with it. They probably talking hella shit right now. Whoop-de-whoop. Like, and
but what does that matter though? As much as like, I feel like it kind of do matter. I feel like it don't at the same time what they say or the perception they give. I feel like if they hate you, it's a good narrative.
They always gonna hate you. You always gonna have hate.
Right. To an extent.
Is that something you care about though? Like how they perceive, how the fans perceive.
Well, in that instance, how I was perceived was going to determine
that's
if they
Adam's
were going to
narrative to you. He's like he cares too much about what the fans think.
Right.
He's trying to communicate too much with the fans.
And there is truth to that. Like, but at that time, the reason why it was like if the fans ain't fucking with me, I'm never gonna get asked back on the pod again.
No, that's a
like,
fact.
You know what I mean? And that was kind of what I was assuming.
You needed to be the popular opinion.
It was gonna be a little one and done. But they were like, nah, like the fans are fucking with you. Then I see the comments and it's like literally overwhelmingly positive. Like every single comment, like 97% of the comments are all about like, yo, that's full Lush, like Lush is dope, he's fire, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, wow, okay. And then I look at the Reddit, which I had never even been on before, and then it's like all this threads about me, and like I'm like, oh shit. And then so they wind up inviting me back. I start doing more pods. All of a sudden, I'm a regular on the Tuesday show, and the rest is history, essentially, as far as that goes. So I say all that to say I have loyalty to AD.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for him,
none of this would have happened.
So last Friday, I get a text from Adam, and he's like, so I just spoke with AD, and I told him that I'm going to be asking him to step down and no longer be a part of the Tuesday show.
And that's what Adam told you?
He told me this via
that he
text.
already talked to AD. He
said, I've already spoke to AD.
Right.
And, I've asked, he's no longer going to be a part of the show. I'm going to have Court come on. That's the
Yeah, I've seen him.
The dude who's like a combination of, like a He's like
AD from New York.
80 times
AD
house
from New
phone
York.
minus Maul from the Joe Budden podcast equals Court cool. Like I fuck with bro.
I like his personality.
Yeah, he's super chill. He's super chill.
And they got Kev on there or no? Bootleg?
At that point, no.
No, okay.
Bootleg Kev is a fake Lush. He's Bootleg Lush. And it's so funny, like literally the corniest person of all time, like Bootleg Kev, like this fucking like little albino, like little anorexic Bam Bam Bigelow blob from the X-Men looking ass fucking clown of a human being has the audacity to call me corny. Like, bro, look at yourself, dog. Like you literally like manually masturbate out of town rappers for a fucking profession. You have the audacity to call me corny, bro. Like, okay. Anyways, like that being said, that's another conversation. But yeah, I wouldn't have said none of that.
I want to get to, I don't even, why is Adam mad at you though?
So what happened was he told me that, right? And my initial reaction is like, ooh, I don't think that's a good idea. Y'all should keep rocking with him. Y'all should keep rocking with him.
Right, because you
got
like, the loyalty to AD.
Yeah.
Put you on.
Not only do I have the loyalty to AD, but I care. Like, I'm a loyal soldier to No Jumper.
Of course.
And I know that this is going to cause insane division.
Oh, yeah.
Like, off rip. If you want to try to remove AD.
AD's like the muscle, bro. He the muscle of the pod.
He the muscle, and he's like the glue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you already pissed off all the fans by getting rid of House, or the whole shit that happened with House Phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You already kind of people looking at you some type of way regardless.
Right.
And now you want to get rid of AD.
He tried to blow up the whole ship right now.
Yeah, it's like, are you deliberately sinking the ship? I don't know what's going on. Right. So he's
so you're
like,
telling me none of this is staged? None of this is staged?
Not at all. Not at all.
You wouldn't even say it if it was.
Not crazy.
It's just real life crazy over
there. But do you see how, like, from a viewer's perspective, it's like, damn, really?
Like, I can show you. I'll show you the text messages.
I don't know who got
like,
more drama, No Jumper or Blueface. At this
point,
my mama
though.
You know what? At least Blueface got. At least his dramas with bitches. You feel me? And there's some pussy involved. Like,
hey, you know what though? To keep it 100 though, like I've been watching for me. I don't think. Honestly, I don't think all this shit is because of whatever you did with AD and all that shit, how that leaked. I feel like it's been steaming. You feel me? Like I feel like because I've been like noticing Adam like throwing shots, saying shit.
See, a lot of people say that. Yeah,
and it's like,
is that something you noticed?
The first shit, you know what's crazy? When you did that freestyle, when you said Adam can't fire me. I feel like that was. He like, man, all right.
He took that to heart.
You feel me?
That was a self-fulfilling prophecy right there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ever since that moment, I was like, oh yeah, Adam's on his head.
Why you manifest that, Lush?
That's crazy. I didn't even realize until you just said that right now. But you feel me? Like, but it all goes back to why Adam's so tone deaf. Yeah. You bastards don't know yet. It's the same reason why Blasey and Phone left. You feel me? Like, and all that shit. And like talking about Josh, you feel me, got a fucking swastika on his yarmulke and all that. Like, they wasn't feeling it, bro. Like,
that was great content, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love that shit, bro.
Turn it into, like, this is a hip-hop platform, and there has been a glaring omission of hip-hop over there. Yeah. It's like, why not bring it back to the roots of it? And there hasn't even been, even at its like most hip-hop moments, motherfuckers wasn't rapping over there like that. Like,
it's good to see some of the hoes rapping and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody did it. Shit was cool.
You feel me? Had fun with it. It was all good. Everybody was dissing me, but I was like, hey, like, that's part of the sport.
To do, though.
It's part of the sport.
From a battle rap,
yeah.
You know
so I wasn't even like, that's what I wanted to happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I could, like, I could mentally and emotionally take it in the context of hip hop. So fuck it. Like, we gonna have fun with it. So after Adam said that, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. He winds up hitting me. He's like, yeah, well, honestly, like, I'm sick of AD telling the same 4 jokes, and he's not really putting his heart into this. He has all these other pods. By the time he gets to the Tuesday show, it's pretty much his energy is already gone. And, you know, he's got, obviously Adam ain't fucking with the way Pun treats him and all that. And that's AD's manager. And you will allowing this to happen. So he has some animosity towards AD, and being a passive aggressive person like Adam is, and that's not even to talk shit, that's just like literally his nature. He's not, it's so funny because about certain things he's so direct, and then about other things when it's people he cares about, he's not really willing to own his emotions and stand on 10 like that. Yeah. So then he winds up so I wind up instantly hitting AD because in my mind, you've already told AD what's going on. Right. You know what I mean? So why would I ever think in a million years that you didn't break down to him exactly why? Right. Like why you're telling him you probably want him off the show, but you're not going to be honest about why? I think AD knows everything at that point. So I hit up AD. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, I already know why you calling me. And I'm all like, yes, how do you feel about it? He's like, you know, he wasn't like tripping about it as far as like, he wasn't as angry as you seen him the day before yesterday or whatever about it, Monday night. However, he was definitely like, bro, like that shit is hella fucking lame. Like, I don't even know, even if Adam says he wants to keep me on there, I don't think I'm gonna fuck with it. Right.
How about you? Are you feeling that same way too, or are you
at this moment?
At this moment, well, yeah.
At that moment, or is it? Or
at this moment.
At this moment,
sitting down on the couch now.
The only way that I'm gonna return to that platform at this point is if we have, and even then I don't know, but like to even consider returning to that platform, we need to have a lengthy public discussion because I was humiliated publicly.
And were you lying? Because he said that you denied talking to anybody in the Discord, and then he went up to you in the live, and then you were like, "No, I didn't say nothing. I didn't." Say nothing.
So like,
were you just caught in like a bullshit live like interaction, and you didn't want to like feel like you was on the spot? Or?
Well, the thing is this, like, so. I'll tell you exactly what happened. I'm gonna get to all that. Right. Like, so just like, I want to do it chronologically. Right. So what happened? You go in order. Yeah. So what winds up happening is this fool. So after I talked to AD, I'm like, okay, word. Now there's a Discord server. This Discord server is not. There's not like hundreds of people in there. Right. It's literally a close-knit Discord server. Right. Maybe like 13, 15 people in there. Right. The majority of them. There's no jumper staff members in there. Right. AD and myself are in there. AD don't be in there that much, but he a part of it. Everybody else was or is currently a mod on one of the No Jumper Reddits or on in the No Jumper chat. Like, so it's with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 people. Right. Everybody else is active members, and the other people that aren't are long time, well-known like fans that have been on the Reddit for years and shit like that.
Hell yeah!
As long as the Reddit's existed, whatever. I've been talking to these fools every day for the past few months since like the beginning of January. Right. These are so people
it's a consistent line.
Yeah, and I consider them friends, right. Even though like, which is foolish of me because I don't really know them like that. Right. But just at the place in my life where I'm at, I'm like, okay, I'm fucking with these people. We're chopping game on the regular. Like, I consider y'all friends. I feel like this is a safe place. These are people I can trust. So I go in the Discord Saturday night, and they're already talking about the fact that AD's being asked to leave the No Jumper show.
So it's a conversation already
before I'm even in there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm shocked. Now, what I should have done, and this is something that I mishandled, I should have just been like, yo, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have fed into that conversation.
Do you feel like you wrong in any sense? Or
I feel like I'm wrong for that.
Just for that?
I feel like I'm wrong for that. Absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like I shouldn't have. But, like, my intention at that point was to help AD with like, what can we do to try to like mend this? Because these are all people that, the dude Guilty, the main dude, right. He is a guy that set up a lot of the interviews for Adam with all of Adam's new Nazi homeboys.
Is he really a Nazi? Is Guilty a Nazi?
He has ideology that lends itself to that type of, like,
he's a white boy that's
he a Mexican.
Oh, he's Mexican.
He's Mexican. But he fuck with like he's into things that I'm not into and shit like that. And I'm like, look, you know, like
he can't be no Mexican Nazi now.
You can't necessarily be a Mexican Nazi.
Yeah, that's not even possible.
Like,
but he is though.
But he confused.
Put it like this:
he confused.
He's homies enough with the Richard Spencer.
What's going on with the other side of No Jumper? Like I feel like he was trying to create like something for like the, you know, for the culture, and then he was trying to create something for the exact opposite, right? Like,
Adam, like
maybe
so,
that's a smart idea, you know,
to an extent.
Yeah, hell no, because he built this company on hip hop,
on the hip hop culture.
So it's like, come on, bro, how you gonna?
That's
how
you
gonna have skinheads and Nazis and people that hate?
And what's that white
culture?
boy that be coming up saying crazy ass shit? What's his name? He has a show with him.
Danny Mullen.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, so No Jumper. Essentially, we all look at it as a hip hop podcast because we became like started watching it because he's interviewing these SoundCloud rappers and all that shit. Right. Then he winds up pivoting to the LA scene and all that. And that's why I got into it. That's why probably everyone in this room got into it.
Yeah.
However, what No Jumper is really is it's whatever Adam's interested in.
Yeah.
And Adam started off interested in BMX biking.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Then he's now interested in. He's openly
so
said
he can pivot off to anything.
He can pivot to whatever he likes.
Now he into the skinheads. That's what he into right now.
He into like political debates and political discourse and things like that. I mean, he be having the corn stars on there and all that shit. So like that's just what he's into. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel it though. It's something that's going to attract views. Like,
it's his platform, so he could do whatever the fuck he wants.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Ultimately,
exactly.
Although it's unfortunate because it's kind of perpetuating this narrative that a lot of white people that are in hip hop culture, go in there, use it for views, and then kind of pivot off to something else, like. Looking at like Post Malone, MGK, Bubba Sparks, like all these different people within that have flirted with hip hop culture and then kind of went somewhere else. Justin Bieber, Pink, like I can name hundreds of examples. Even like Gwen Stefani was down for a little bit while, and like people, Justin Bieber and Timberlake were down for a little while, and then they wind up going there once they get enough of an audience and. Then they go pivot to something else. So it's
No Jumper is just, I feel like full hip hop fans though, like for hip hop fans.
The majority of us absolutely are. And not.
But we wasn't watching that shit when he was on BMX. Shit.
Oh my mama, no one was.
I can't say one episode of that shit.
I started watching with the whole like, I don't even know if you remember this like this moment, but like just like the Water Boys movement and like. Executive Wolf. And
That's
I counted from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Even when BMX was still kind of like pushing, they was even selling BMX bikes at the store. You know what I'm saying? While
the On Some Shit store on Melrose. Yeah. So, he always he still to this day has that.
It's kind of just like it's awesome to see and it's sad at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because along the way you're gonna get people that are gonna fall off, people that are gonna stay. But in this situation, it just seems like. It's like not even a choice, sometimes people got to leave because they have to, like house phone, you know what I'm saying? Like AD, you know what I mean?
Very unfortunate.
Hell yeah.
So, in that Discord convo, we wind up chopping it up about that, like there's certain, and instead, like I said, I should have just been like, nah, fool, I don't know what y'all talking about. My name ain't been it, I ain't been in it, you feel me? However, I wind up being like, confirming it essentially and talking about it with the intention of trying to kind of smooth the situation over. Now, one of the first things Guilty says is like the reason why AD's being removed from the show is because he was speaking out about the Richard Spencer shit, and Lush, Adam's mad at you about that too. And I'm like, okay, like I don't fuck with Nazis, my bad, like, not my bad, like sorry, not sorry, like you feel me, like I don't get down like that. That's not it is what it is. I'm not gonna shy away from my belief system because it makes Adam uncomfortable or anybody else. And especially when I'm on a hip hop platform and I come from hip hop culture, the majority of my friends are black and brown. Like the women I fuck with, my family, that's just that's the world that I'm in. And if I'm gonna allow people to speak, have this alt-right, hate-filled like not so subtly racist agenda, and I'm just gonna sit there complacently and not say shit, that makes me look like some type of way to my entire community. So of course I'm gonna speak up against it, you know. And then he winds up, and that's like when you said like, oh, like he's been cutting me down or saying this or that. Now on cam, that's the energy. However, off cam, Adam shows me nothing but love.
Right.
And I'm very grateful to Adam for putting me in position, for believing in me when a lot of people wouldn't have. So I got a lot of love and a lot of loyalty.
So
and
there ain't been a conversation yet between you two?
Oh, yeah.
Since?
At this point, there has. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
and
it's looking like you back on?
No, I'm not back on.
No.
I'm definitely not back on. Like,
but is it something that's being amended right now, or is it something that's like kind of
no?
Has he apologized at least?
Absolutely not. I mean, he never really apologized.
I don't think he really need. I feel like I get why he's mad.
Yeah.
But to do it,
I get why he's mad.
If you running a business, you feel me? It's like
to do it while on live.
Yeah,
everything's on live. What do you? Everything
No
Jumper's on live. Everything is broadcasted, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but not when you're running a business though.
I feel like if he's mad at you, why not hash it on live, right? The same way you want to do now on live, right?
Well,
because it happened.
Because it happened. Right?
If I would have no desire to have that conversation publicly.
Exactly.
If I wasn't.
If you weren't.
It's like what business does that?
He was getting.
He
came on live mad. I feel like he was giving you the opportunity to talk, and I feel like you should have just said something, right?
Even if I did,
right?
Even if
he already had his mind made up.
Yeah,
he had his mind. And here's the thing: him discussing that live, me talking about this, and going behind his back, which was wrong, and having that conversation,
it's
that's
not that
deep.
It's
not that deep, and that's not the reason why No Jumper fell apart. Yes. That's not the reason why not only myself, not only House Phone, not only Potlord, Blasey, and Yuri, but T-Rail, Smack, Duno, and AD.
Smack gonna leave too. Come on, man. Smack not gonna stay.
Duno's gone.
He as loyal as he comes, bro. Smack a loyal homie.
Smack said he only got paid $990 by No Jumper.
In total?
Damn.
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. Hey, Smack, come work for the Domino Show. We'll pay you a little bit more.
Smack, come and have an episode on the Domino Show. You getting paid for real.
Yeah, fuck
what you talking about?
We'll pay you better than No Jumper, man.
Smack getting his guap too with the back on Fig anyway.
Oh, my mama. Yeah. What's crazy is we had Smack on, and prior to having him on the episode, we was talking about that. I'm not going to discuss no numbers.
Yeah.
But I asked, what's the money looking like for the podcast? And he told me, I'm like, damn, bro. It's something like we just starting out, and that's something like I look at like, oh yeah, that's why we need to do this.
Let me ask you this though. Back to the Discord, right? The whole shit was about supposedly guilty told AD something about saying the same four jokes, right?
Right.
That line. So
now,
like, who said that in the Discord? Did you, or was it guilty, or
now I didn't recall saying that. However, there's a chance that I did. And the fact of the matter is, this is something that Adam said publicly.
It sounds like an ongoing joke.
Yeah, he said it like several times. Now, to be fair, he didn't say it within the context of you're going to get removed from the show for that. However, it's not like a secret, and that's not like a defining factor. Like I said, that's not the reason. That's not the reason why AD don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Once all that shit was put on blast publicly, it made everybody look bad.
Right.
And now AD, the world knows that you look at AD this way.
Exactly. That's what I'm
kept
saying.
All that shit under wraps.
Yeah, I don't think AD mad because of the joke, or because I feel like he mad because the way he looks. That Adam's
that
doing
added
dirty,
like he was upset about it already, but that all perpetuated it significantly.
That's supposed to be your boy.
Yeah,
AD got his back all the time, and you gonna just brush him to the curb like that? Like you ain't
right.
Shit, like I'm done with like
that shit make
I mean,
no sense.
I'm gonna just throw you to the Wednesday. You feel me? Or like, come on, bro. Like,
well, no, but sometimes owning a business and owning a platform, you gotta understand like there's certain things that's gonna need change. You know what I'm saying? And if it was, how long was the Tuesday show? Was it the Tuesday show?
Yeah.
Going on for how long was that going on for with AD on it?
AD been on there for like fucking 3 years.
Okay, so at some point, right? Can it get changed out?
Nah.
That's not an issue.
It
I
can.
don't feel like
That's
that's
not
an
the
issue.
issue,
It's
though,
simple
with Adam.
communication. Adam, all he had to do was just tell AD. I'm sure if he came about it the right way, this wouldn't have been an issue.
Look,
No, here's the issue. No, go ahead. I want to hear what you think.
Look, outsider point of view from my
Yeah.
eyes, I see it like this. I see Adam looking at back on Fig. He's looking at
He hating on it.
community.
He hating on it.
Big, bro. They doing this shit. They doing more numbers than no jumper. So it's like, he like, damn, like now you're not my employees no more. You competition. You feel me?
Right.
I put you on a platform and you get in all my views. Fuck that. Like, man, I'm about to switch it all up on you guys.
Right,
like,
right.
Do your
Right.
shit. Do your shit. I want to see you win.
But why he
I'ma
player
do my
hating,
shit
though?
over here. Come on, bro. People don't want to see people win.
That's
you feel
facts.
me? That's
But
all
y'all
it is.
okay? Y'all are brothers. Y'all are homies,
Yeah,
right?
they're my best friends.
That's your man. 100 grand.
Day one.
You feel me?
Yeah.
51 grand
All the way.
Now, with that being said, if you have a problem with something he's doing, right,
gonna talk about
on the
it.
pod, and you talking to everybody else about it, but you don't bring it to him.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fucking weird.
That's
And
fair.
this could have looked okay. You're like, is it wrong for him to want to switch out AD being on the pod? No, but if there's something AD's doing wrong, why don't you nip it in the bud?
Right,
and
right.
when it starts popping up, you talk to him about it. If that's really your homie like that,
Right. But he wasn't even trying to kick him off the channel.
no, he wasn't. He wasn't.
So is it that big of a deal?
It is when you're not having those conversations that lead up to it.
Right.
It's
right,
like this.
right.
If
It's
you're
the communication, that's what I said though.
if you a starting player, if you in this, you in the starting five
Right.
on a hoop team, and all of a sudden the coach is like, "You're on the bench. You're not playing in the
And there
next
was
game."
no communication.
Why?
Yeah, right.
Like, oh well, you're not doing your pick and rolls. You feel me? Like you're a little bit you're a little bit lazy on defense, and then like okay, why didn't you tell me that before so I could have worked on it and not had this happen?
Right.
Yeah, facts.
Like that's the issue. You know what I mean? That's what AD is upset about at the end of the day.
100%.
It's not that he's being removed off the show. Like you said, he got Fig Immunity. That shit's going well, motherfuckers. Sold
shout out
the
to
El
Immunity,
Rey.
man.
Yeah,
That shit hard.
Yeah.
That's
They
good.
doing their shit.
Sometimes shit happens for
A reason.
You feel me? Like maybe this is what they
Maybe
need
this
to
is
just.
just they bless it. But
They gonna boss up. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I seen a picture with T-Rail, Duno, AD, everybody, right?
Yep.
Smack.
Yep.
Why are you not in that picture?
Well, because I'm not. That's literally for they're keeping at the end of the day.
Right.
And
they're combining.
They're
it.
doing it out
But
on their
that's
news
the
show,
Kesef
yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right, right,
yeah.
right.
That's them, and they're
And
keeping
they're adding
their-
the community and back on Fig and they're
right. Well, like so, AD that's Fig Immunity, and at the end of the day, has basically Fig Immunity plus Duno.
Right.
Essentially, because like what they're doing is they're taking that all to those networks. They're going to be still.
I feel
be
like
doing-
y'all all need to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like look, those are the homies. Like I'll pop up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be
100%.
like a guest on there and shit occasionally. That's not my shit though.
Right,
you feel
right,
me?
right.
Like I'll fuck with,
So-
and I'm not trying to ride their wave.
So
Hey,
coming off of this, real quick, my bad.
Go ahead.
Coming off of this, what is your like?
I got
what's
my
your
own
game plan?
platform with my
Hell yeah.
boy Kyle Gray. We got Ruin Your Day. That's have you seen my live yesterday?
Yeah, I
And
seen
we've
that.
been building that platform for a few years. That's my partner shit. Now I'm a partner in it. You feel me? And
That's the
yeah.
next major push.
That's the next major push, but I've also had some major hip hop platforms reach out to me. So I'm fielding different little offers right now.
Hell yeah.
Let me ask you this: when you was on what's Puns
Ace Boys.
Ace Boys, when
Yeah,
you was
yeah.
on
Ace
there,
Boys.
was you feeling the pressure, man?
Hell no. fool.
What happened? Hold on. I don't even know what the fuck
Nah,
happened.
cause it was like a big thing. Like they was like, man, ooh,
That's
come
like
over here.
the-
He came over there. You feel me? But like,
Yeah, no, bro.
there's
Those dudes are cool as fuck.
Yeah,
What
Like,
happened?
like,
I'm not even
Nah.
confused.
I'm
No-
pretty sure.
nothing,
I'm pretty sure they just doing that because the camera just having fun type shit. But
bro, that's
but-
like the whole
Yeah.
thing
yeah.
of Ace Boys is they're like the bullies.
Yeah.
So when you go on every single person, when Flacco over there, when Pot Lord was over there, it's like they gonna press you and they gonna be like, "Hey, cuz," you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is this. First of all, if those fools is finna do some shit, it's not gonna be on camera.
Yeah.
I know
Hell no.
to say they're not capable of doing shit is like,
Yeah.
of course they're capable of it, but like they're not gonna have you come to the podcast. I had no not even a millimeter of fear in my heart. Like, I already been over there fucking with Pun and shit. And of course I know they gonna grill me and like ask hard hitting questions. Pun's finna punch the gate. So like but like, did I actually feel like they was gonna press? Nah, fool, it's not.
Okay.
They good dudes. I fuck with all them.
Now, what's up with the whole perv shit going on?
Oh yeah,
man, we gotta get
about that one.
What happened? What the fuck happened?
So had y'all seen those dudes before? So Chelsea,
I've seen it. Weren't there with White John?
Yeah, the White John. Yeah,
that's them dudes.
And that video was funny as hell.
Now they from right down the way from my neighborhood.
Okay.
They from Mid City, and they fuck with a lot of my partners. Shouts to my boy Gotti Man and all the schoolyards and all that. They fuck with them. You feel me? Like they're not gang members, but they're from
the city.
Midtown. They from right there, and so we have mutuals and all that. They was super cool when I met them over there with the episode before White John was on, because we had them on, and then White John came on the next day.
Right, I seen that,
Yeah. And, you know, it's crazy, because I've been on No Jumper more than Adam has in the past 6 months.
You always on that motherfucker.
Yeah, like literally 5 days a week I'm on that bitch.
Hell yeah.
They catch pedophiles and put them on blast. They yesterday they were there for a stream with Flacco. At the end, they started asking questions about Adam. The stream.
What questions about Adam? What?
They were like, so what's up with these allegations of Adam with talking to a 16-year-old girl and blah 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 blah.
Is that allegations or is it an actual case?
It was never a case. There's no
they're
like
speaking
legal
allegations.
Yeah. And well, it was like things that I think Adam is low key admitted to. Yeah. What he admitted to was when he was in his early 20s, he had conversations with a 16-year-old girl that I think he wound up fucking a couple years later when she was like 18 or 19. Now, I think the aversion people have to that is that's considered grooming.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the same shit like Tyga was doing with Kylie Jenner. You
seen that shit with, what's his name? From he ain't from B2K, is it?
Oh, was that with Omarion or?
Not Omarion. It's not Omarion. It's Marcus Houston.
Okay, yeah.
Marcus Houston.
What happened with him?
He had some shit like that? Okay.
He fucking, I guess he was grooming some girl from like 12, 13 years old or something.
Oh, that's
that nasty.
Like she went missing. She was missing until she was 18. Came back, and then he got married to her like a week after she turned 18 or something like that.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
type of weird shit going on over there.
If you're into sex tourism, and I'm saying what I mean by that, if you go to like countries like Thailand where it's acceptable to fuck with young kids and all that, like, you a motherfucking JCat.
Yeah, you like weird. You out. You deserve a DP.
Right.
Oh, my mama, full life.
Yeah, or worse.
Yeah, worse than that.
Somebody gets sterilized. You feel me?
Yeah,
like, if you go to, because there's a lot of states in America where the age of consent is under 18. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of states.
That's crazy.
So if you
in the United States?
In the United States, bro.
Name me a state.
I think Alabama's one of them.
No, it's not.
Bro, look it up.
Under 18.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What would it be? 16?
I think it's 16, 15. Like,
no fucking way. I'm gonna fact check this.
Utah.
We gonna
look it up. Look it up.
Utah? Fuck no, not Utah.
I know y'all got some.
Fuck no, not Utah.
Yeah.
Utah is too close.
I know Utah is like I know it's like.
It's gotta be mid.
They got the Mormons.
It's like the Mormon state. So I know they could have a bunch of wives.
So you could
I don't know about ages.
So you could have 3 16-year-old wives out there.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's weird.
Like
so is it just acceptable? Is it acceptable? Like it's good? Like
to me, that's not good.
I feel like it gotta be 18.
To me, that's not good.
It gotta be 18. But even at 18, like I'm 23.
Yeah.
And I'm 23. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like 18.
Yeah.
Shorty's becoming around 8. No, hell no.
It's
right?
a little.
It gotta be 19, right? Like I feel like my is like 19. You feel me? Just so we a year in the clear. Like you feel me? Like
So what? All these allegations were they already like known?
This has all been talked about.
It's already been. So everybody already been knew about that.
Adam's addressed it. You know, he has his take on it. Other people have other takes on it. Like he's had a couple allegations of different natures regarding that, but you know, it's a bit of a gray area.
So they was talking about some spicy shit out of nowhere, and what happened? Flacco
shut the stream down.
Yeah.
Then Adam came in and was like, "Yo, why'd the stream get shut down?" and dude was still one of the dudes was still live on his IG.
Right.
So he's recording, and he's like, well, because people were talking. Flacco was trying to minimize it. He's like, oh, just people was talking about crazy shit. And Adam's like, what, about the Lush situation? And then he's like, nah, like we was talking about you and, the allegations. And he's like, well, what allegations? And he's like, about, you, like, weren't you fucking with a 16-year-old girl?
That's what you call karma right there, right?
And what was Adam's reaction to him saying that?
Adam was like, nah, like, that's a fucking lie. You're on my platform telling lies. Like,
Adam, he need to punk someone just so they know not to play with him. Like, someone play with me like that, I'm going to beat your ass. Like, fuck is you talking about? You talking about me on my platform?
He'd be hard-pressed beating those dudes' ass. I'm just going to say.
But I would have, if I was Adam and I'm not a person that be fighting and I'm not aggressive like that, I'm going to have 5 motherfuckers behind me that's ready to be aggressive like that. Because ain't nobody going to play with me on my name on my podcast.
And, he did. He raised them up out of there. He had the security get them up out of there. Yeah.
You think Flacco going to get in trouble for that one?
No, because Flacco had no idea.
Like, Flacco did everything right, though.
Yeah.
Except for let him sit down and fucking be on the podcast in the first place.
Well, I don't think he had any clue.
They was already previously been on the podcast. They're pretty much trusted because they've already had an episode before.
So he been on the podcast?
Those dudes been on the pod. They were
on the pod.
Yeah.
These is returning people, so at the end of the day, you thinking like they good business, right?
Yeah, no one had any. Flacco had no clue they was.
But they coming on there to get their little 15 minutes.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Well, what I think happened was this.
Or
what I think happened was them dudes had already. They went on the pod, and then. When they left, people are probably like hitting him up, like, "Yo, how is you on No Jumper when y'all are the pedophile hunters?" And then you got Adam22,
and then they're like, "Damn, we need to stand on this shit."
Yeah, and they're like, "Shit, like we'd be hypocrites if we didn't say no shit." Right. So they decided. They did what they had to do. Adam did what he had to do. I understand it from both sides there. Like, I don't want to see bad things happen to Adam or anything like that. I still got a lot of love for him as a homie. The thing, beyond being asked to leave the pod and all that, the way he wound up crashing out on me at that moment, as a homie, that shit kind of hurt. I was like, damn, you're supposed to be someone. And you taking the word of people in a Discord server that you never even met before. Yeah. So, like, what happened was this. I pull up that day. I'm getting ready to do the little, like, spit my little rap verse or whatever, you feel me? Right before I go in there, this fool Adam's all like, he pulls me into his office. He's like, hey, I wanted to talk to AD about this shit. But I'm hearing AD's all pissed off at me. He said that, did you wind up talking to people in Discord about what I told you? And I was like, nah, because I didn't. Because I was like, they had already been talking about it, and I didn't even remember. We were speaking in there for like 3-4 hours. I didn't remember specifically that I had brought up, or even if I was the first to bring that up. I still don't know. Like, I might have. I'm going to stand on that I might have.
So, but why did you say no, you weren't?
Because
You didn't remember?
Yeah, I literally didn't think that. Because he was like, about the 4 jokes, and I was like, nah. Like, I wasn't talking to those people in Discord about that. Because I literally, like, that's something that is so public. Now, in retrospect, even, like, me kind of sensing that there was something. I should have been like, damn, I might have or some shit. Yeah. But I don't even know. So I wound up doing the verse. People, I'm fucking with it. I'm seeing all the cocaine bot emojis, hella fire signs. Like, oh, yeah, Lush just killed it. I wrote a fucking 52-bar verse in fucking 20 minutes with words that motherfuckers gave me from the chat. I'm feeling myself, right? Literally, Adam comes in. When I first saw Adam, my initial thought is like, he about to give me props. So I'm like, oh, okay, Adam. I'm like, yeah. And then this is how dumb I am, right? Then even after he sits down, and he's like, you lied to me, Lush. I'm retarded as fuck, because I still think he about to be like, yeah, like, you didn't tell me you was going to kill it like that. Like, I'm feeling myself. Yeah. But then he's like, you lied. And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, about what we talked about earlier. And I'm like, nah. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, bro,
that was the most awkwardest shit to watch.
Yeah, like,
I was like, ah.
Then at that point, people are like, oh, you could tell Lush is lying. Look at his face. Like, nah, Lush is in disbelief.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm like shocked that this discourse is for multiple reasons. Because you're gonna put this whole thing on blast. Yeah. This is like, I know we exploit issues for content on No Jumper. We've been doing that, but in this manner, like such a sensitive subject, I'm like, nah. Then he's like, well, I think it's, and the way he told me when he's like, I think, we'll get to the bottom of it later, but I think it's best that you just leave. Like, you know what it felt like? You ever been like at your girlfriend's house and you arguing with your girlfriend and her mom's like, Lush, I think it would be best if you just left. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt like he's my like bitch's mom or some shit. You feel me? Like, that's what the energy was. And I'm like, all right, for sure. Like, just kind of shocked about I'm still like, my brain's not processing any of this shit. So I go to dip.
Did they really have you escorted out and all that shit?
Well, so the streaming room is about 15 feet from the back door where and I'm in, there's like a little area right there, and I'm kind of like hesitating there for a second. I'm getting phone calls, I'm taking calls, like, what's going on? Because everyone's hitting me up, like, you know what I mean? Like, the world's watching. It's No Jumper, right? Yeah. And then like telling the security guards, like, I'm sorry, Lush. Adam asked you to leave. I'm like, all right. But then, what the
sad
fuck?
moment, huh? I feel like, damn, I would have been sad.
I'm just like.
Was it raining?
Disbelief.
Was it raining outside too?
I think it might could have been raining.
Yeah, it was a sad day that day.
You feel me? Like it was. It was like, hello darkness, my old friend. Starts playing in the back. Nah, like honestly, I was just. Like, what the fuck? I'm like the most peaceful person over there. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go start kicking over equipment.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna go give fucking Adam a titty twister. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do I need to be asked? Like, you can be like, yo, you got a dick fool, but it didn't have to be like that. Or go tell Lush to leave. Like, are you fucking serious, bro? That's so extra. But all right. Yeah. So I dip. I wind up going in the Discord. I'm screenshotting all the fucking shit, sending it to Adam.
I heard he deleted everything too, right? Guilty?
Afterwards, yeah. So here's the crazy thing.
That's
the people
crazy.
that supposedly told Adam this shit and were talking to AD about this shit, both of them afterwards disappeared. They blocked, they made their Instagram account private, cleared the Discord, and are not willing to take anyone's calls. So it's like, bruh.
Yeah, that's highly suspicious.
It's like, there's no motive. It's like these people aren't trying to be on-camera talent. Are you just trying to suck Adam's dick so fucking bad? Because, like, Guilty, the dude Guilty is like, you want to keep getting your little Nazi homeboys up on there.
What type of name is that, Guilty? He already guilty, for sure. He guilty as fuck.
Right?
He the reason behind all this shit.
Right?
Sure.
So, yeah. And then essentially, I'm texting back and forth with Adam, trying to, like, have, like, an adult dialogue or discourse. But before we can do that, he's going on Community. He's going on back on Fig. I wind up having to do it because I'm not going to, like, allow my name to get dragged in that regard. And then the next morning, I sent him a nice text trying to get to the bottom of it because I'm figuring maybe in the morning you're going to realize just how excessive and ridiculous this whole thing is. And you go want to...
So what was the conversation like after that whole incident?
We never actually have had a conversation. Right. We've had text exchanges.
You know what's crazy though? Right. After all this shit with you, all this shit, and then right after the shit with you, the whole fucking child molester shit, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That shit goes right after. You feel me? I feel like that shit's way bigger than this shit. You feel me?
100%.
I ain't heard him talk about.
Well, of course. I mean, like that's.
He ain't
like,
gonna speak about that. That's against him, though.
So and then what winds up happening is then the Tuesday show airs with Court, Adam, and Bootleg Kev. Now, I was talking shit about Bootleg Kev earlier, but I actually respect Bootleg Kev a lot. Like, he's brought a lot to, him being a hip-hop platform in L.A. for artists. I respect it. He does a good job. He makes great content. I had to get at him because he was making little slick comments about me, but in reality, I respect bro.
Hell
You feel me?
Respect him, but don't like him.
It's not even that I don't like him, but I was just like, you kind of weird for making those comments, especially when people are calling you bootleg Lush.
If someone called me corny.
Well, what if this shit gets out of hand and we go have a we go have a bootleg Kev and Lush boxing fight?
Hey, so be it. So be it. So be it.
Imagine that shit.
Yeah, I don't foresee that happening.
Nah, Lush, you not fighting nobody, man.
Hey, Lush,
I don't think he fighting.
let me ask you this.
Either or.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
I got people to take my back fade.
Let me ask you this: would you take
OD.
if they offered you 100,000, but you gotta fight Chris Shaw for 10 minutes? You feel me? 10 minutes.
I gotta
in the
fight
ring.
Chris Sean for
Sean Rock for 10 minutes, but
bare fist.
bare fist.
100,000.
For 100,000.
Fight a
Winner
girl?
takes 100,000.
She kind of hard though, huh?
She look like she was swinging
Lush kinda
motherfuckers.
hard.
She might beat your ass.
She
though.
might. I would take 100K for that though.
I told the homies, she might beat your ass for real.
Yeah, 100K. I would do that.
Fuck
I would.
it.
Sean, she got hands though.
Yeah, like I thought that Milk and I were gonna have you feel me, little celebrity boxing match, but apparently
What happened with Milk74? What's going on with that?
Hold on, Milk74 tried to pull up ran without notifying me. He pulled up in my neck of the woods, and it's kind of weird and unannounced.
He be on
and just
tweaking
like
shit
for,
sometimes.
What was he
it was a little
doing?
bit bizarre.
What was he doing? Like, what was he talking? Was he like?
He literally like on like the main street intersection, not like in the cut or anything. On the main street intersection was like just filmed himself, and it said like Gilligan, like I'm in your hood. He didn't tag me in the post or anything like that.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean? Like, and then you know,
What was the motive for that? What's going on for him?
bro, I haven't even like interacted with this dude. Like, you know what I mean? In
I see
months.
some shit where ODM was supposed. I don't know. You feel me? But I see some like a video online like where ODM like he in Milk's apartment like looking for him like with a drone and some more
Hey,
shit. I'm like,
I was
damn, this
impressed
is really
that I was impressed that Milk was even outside because we don't really see him in them sections like that typically. We haven't for So okay, you can, but like that's what you're gonna do? Go to Lush's fucking neck of the woods for no fucking reason, and then some of my friends weren't too happy about that, so they wound up going.
Oh yeah, shout out the homies.
You feel me? And they were walking through not just the main.
They're on fire though.
You feel me? Like
Fire though.
you feel me? They was doing that. They was pushing that Cinco line all through his section, and he wasn't outside. So it is what it is.
Yeah, Milk ate.
Tagging him though, and being direct and asking people, like, "Yo, where Milk at? Where Milk?" Oh no.
Let me ask you this though. All right, so
I'm 41 years old. All that shit hella gave
that
me.
shit,
You feel me?
yeah.
Like,
That'll be like, you know what I mean, like on you about white shit and all this other shit.
Yeah.
All this other shit. All right, so but I be seeing you say you from Clemson Street and all this. So like, say I don't know if you ever been locked up. When you hit that county, who you running with?
I roll essay. I roll homie.
Okay, let's homie, yeah. That part. Let him know, man. You should have told Adam something like, man, shut up.
No, I mean, he knows.
Hey man, shut up, nigga.
I'm a homie, man. You feel me?
He knows what it is. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to get into the specific politics of like, this or that, but yeah, I'm from West LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I roll homie. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's right. That's right.
I'm not gonna have no fucking no disrespect to the woods. You feel no disrespect to the wood pile, but I'm not really.
nah.
You feel me? I'm not pushing that line.
Yeah, hell no.
I was about to be like, I'm not gonna have no Nazis giving me orders, but like it's not necessarily like that. Not all Peckerwoods or.
Yeah,
if
nah,
you're from
hell
LA,
nah.
you're from down here, like.
Especially in Orange County, they're a gang of fucking
Yeah.
skinheads and all that shit. You feel me? It's respect. You feel me?
Yeah, some of them
It's
are cool.
respect,
Like
you feel me?
not all of them were racist like that.
Yeah.
Some of them are hella cool.
Yeah,
like,
we ain't going to jail no more, so it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not finna get locked up for
hell
nothing
no.
about this.
I'm still fighting my case, but look.
Hey, you feel me? You got
Yeah,
$1 million bail.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, man.
I say
It's
it
all
every.
good,
I
though.
say it every
But
episode.
we living our best life. We good. We chilling
see
out
you.
here.
You
You
out
feel
here.
me? So
You out here.
it's all
Mama,
good.
boo.
But yeah, so
My boy just copped a whole 145 grand.
Yeah, that
bust
shit
down.
is-
You feel me? Off
Yeah.
the streets, off the
That shit
streets.
is-
You feel me?
Yeah,
Don't
man.
play with them.
off of
You know what I'm
his
saying?
legally earned money by being an upstanding
Yeah,
citizen.
yeah, all that
This
is.
this that podcast money. You
It's that
feel me?
podcast money, you dig? All that. You
Hey
see
man,
anything.
we ain't paying like no jumper, man. You feel
No,
me?
I paid them to get on the pod. That's part of what you feel me. I was contributing to the.
Man, we pay. I mean,
we are paid.
pay what we weigh. You feel me?
We are
Real
paid
shit.
good too.
Come on,
God
stop
business,
playing.
right?
You
And all
dig?
that. Hey, one. Hey, but what's up, bro? What was the salary looking like for No Jumper? Not anybody else's.
I was
but
doing
just
good,
for you.
and I never spoke on nobody else's
Yeah, I
salary.
wouldn't
That
ever
was
ask you
that
to.
was cap when they said that I never even did that. But yeah, I was. It was very comfortable.
That was making
Very
sure
comfortable.
You was good.
You feel me? Six
Hey.
of them things.
Yeah.
I see Suspect said online.
Yeah.
He said 6 figures.
Yeah, we
So,
six of them things.
That's good.
That's
Six
good
of them
money.
things,
Good.
you know,
That's good money.
between me and Sus. Me and Sus were on contract, and then when people were like, "Oh, how come you get paid more than T-Rail?" Which I'm still not even sure of, but T-Rail said that, like, "Oh, that's more than I get paid."
T-Rail
But you got to
did say
understand. And I know T-Rail make a lot of money other places, so he fine. He got his own
T-Rail
store.
having
He got
T-Rail
yeah,
a boss.
that fool pull up in all kinds of foreigns all the
my
time.
mama, though.
Yeah. You know, I just got my little Lexo. You feel me? Like
What you get? Well,
I got
Lexus?
I got a Lexus. You feel me?
Yeah.
SUV. But,
Yeah, I got the brand new Benz truck.
Okay,
Yeah,
look
you
at
know what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah.
I love. I ain't even a car guy. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying?
But
correct.
I love Mercedes. I got a big Mercedes tattoo, right? That's my shit.
Oh, yeah, that's my
I've been-
shit, man.
Crashed a few Benzos.
Phone with crashing.
You feel me? Yeah. You know the truth. We know the truth.
We know the truth.
But then, the reason why I would assume is because I did a lot more content over there than he did. Like, I'm literally doing the news 3 times a week, doing the music stream, I'm on the Tuesday show, and I would do interviews. So,
What you think the next 8 months look like? Not even 8 months. Let's say the next 3 months. What's the next 3 months look like at No Jumper?
At this point, I can't even call it.
It's crazy. It's crazy
cannot
right now,
call it,
man.
bro.
It seems like everybody's gone. You feel me? And that's everybody who I like to watch. You feel me? So it's like, come on, I'm not on there trying to watch. I fuck with Gina too. She cool,
Love
but you
Gina.
feel me? Like I was
fuck
on
with
there
Gina.
watching AD, T-Rail.
Yeah.
T-Rail my favorite.
You feel me? You.
Yeah.
Always
I
like,
fuck
come
with
on,
you too,
fool.
but
Yeah.
I fuck with T-Rail, AD.
T-Rail
I fuck
great.
with Lush.
Yeah.
T-Rail, I fuck with T-Rail and AD. Like they some real niggas. You feel me? That's
Flacco over there holding it down. You feel me?
Flacco
He doing
cool
his
too,
thing,
but he
you
more the
feel me?
blogger. Like
Yeah,
he like
yeah.
academics. You feel me?
He got his lane though.
I love it.
He got his
Yeah,
lane.
it's awesome.
Suspect got his lane.
I like how
How's your relationship with Suspect?
Honestly,
My bad.
Suspect. My bad. You want to go?
you straight.
Suspect is always gonna be family to me. You know that's like a nephew to me. For whatever reason, we haven't really seen eye to eye too much on that platform, and it's crazy because I actually really enjoyed doing content with him, but it's gone left the past few months, and I still got love for him, but we ain't got no beef or nothing like that. But like I can't really say we're on the best terms. I kind of like I'm not super. Don't feel too good about the way he's been getting at me recently, and but it's still love on my end.
We was trying to throw Almighty a bag for the Kelpy fight. We was trying to throw him a bag for that shit, man.
He ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, he ain't fucking with
I
it.
feel like that'd be like
That's crazy.
I don't know. I never seen Kelpy's chunkums before, so I don't know if he could squat
It
or
ain't-
not.
to me,
but-
it ain't
I
even.
think Almighty.
Yeah,
that seemed like an easy
off
bag
top,
for me.
yeah, off top, Almighty go whip his ass. But let's make some money. Let's make some money. Let's
Right.
do this. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Bros really trying to put up a bag.
But now
Right.
Kelpy also
Let's
got
go.
more. Like Suspect got more to lose in that sense.
Hell yeah,
If it's even close, if even Kelpy gets a few licks, in,
Say
it
Kelpy
makes
get one good one,
Yeah,
lick it,
yeah.
edit it in, it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh God, that's not a good look.
It's all a good look.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
God.
smart. You wouldn't do it if you had a bag
Nah,
on.
I'll do it though for a bag. I'll give a fuck. Win, lose, or draw. Come on.
I got no problem with Kelpy,
Let's
but
do
I'll
it.
fight him for a bag.
Right,
Shit, you
yeah,
feel me?
exactly.
Like, fuck it,
You feel
like,
me?
Fuck it.
What you think about Kelpy?
Seems like a nice kid, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
when I, like at first when I saw him, I was like, this dude crazy. Like I told y'all earlier, bro.
It's too crazy.
When I was his age, I was probably dumber than he was.
Yeah.
Just as confused as he was. I used to run around with my little pimp homies and shit, and I thought that I was, you feel me? I used to watch American Pimp and all that too, and I was like, I kind of relate to some of his delusions a little bit.
Some of his delusions.
However, like at first I was a little judgmental about him. But then when I met him in person, and I was like, "Oh man,
he really a good-hearted person.
He a good-hearted person, and he a jit too. Like he like
a little kid,
he a little jitterbug. You feel me? Like and then like but when I met him that day, and like I dapped him up, and I could just feel I was just, oh man, you have. There's a lot of life you ain't lived yet, my guy. Not too many miles on you yet, sir.
Oh, God.
So, no, I have no problem with Kelpy. I think he's a nice kid, bro.
Yeah,
I wish him the best. And if he capitalizes off the opportunities at hand, he could have a bright future in this podcasting game and content game.
Little start off a little rocky.
He was stupid viral for a minute, bro. Everything. Still, I feel like if he hop on a pod, it could do numbers.
Trust.
Yeah. It do numbers.
On my YouTube channel, I ran up like 1 million views off the show. Oh God, Kelpy viral.
Yeah, Kelpy. Like I ain't got no problem with the kid, man. Do your thing, youngin.
I seen you was on Geechee Gotti podcast.
Yeah, that's my brother. Like I booked some of Geechee's first battles and shit. So,
shout out Geechee Gotti, man.
Great
Where you ranking him as far as like battle rap goes?
I mean, he in that upper echelon. He had one of the craziest.
Who's your top 3?
Hey, who your top 3 battle rappers?
Of all time, or
of all time?
Well, yeah, I would say current though, right now, right?
Current.
Nah, let's say all time.
All time. I mean, my boy Disaster definitely up there.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, I got to, but I genuinely believe he is.
Hell yeah.
I'll be like, there's Disaster, there's Loaded Lux, Murder Mook. I'm gonna throw Geechee in there. You know what I mean? Like there's Hollow the Don, Conceited, Arsenal. There's a bunch of names you could have in that conversation.
Who's your top 3 LA right now?
Top 3 just LA rappers.
Yeah.
LA rappers. It's it's difficult after.
Who's on your playlist?
I mean, my playlist is crazy. There's I got all kinds of shit. Now, currently active because like Draco was like my favorite rapper of the past like 10 years or so. And I'm not going to include anyone. Let's just say let's keep this list under 30. Because when you like, if you're talking over 30, then I'm going to start throwing like the Ab Souls and the Kendricks and those type of dudes, you feel me, in there, YGs in there, whatever. But really, LA right now, I have to say Blue Bucks. Definitely up there. I'm gonna say both of them. Let's say they count as one.
They count as one.
They count as one. But I can't even tell who's better. DJ, they both fire though.
They complement each other.
They do for sure.
I'm gonna say although he hasn't put out too much music in the past year and a half, really like since Draco passed, I'm gonna throw Remble's name because I feel like talent-wise,
what's going on with him though? He ain't dropped in a minute.
You know what? Keep in mind, Remble's still super young. He like your age. You feel me? Like he like in his early 20s. He had
and he signed to a deal too. So
exactly. So they might restricting what he's got going on between 2020 and 2022, like the beginning of 2022, he had the coldest run in the game.
Oh hell yeah,
he was the hottest in LA besides Draco to me at that time. That's like a strong top 2. I fuck with Baby Stone Gorillas. You feel me?
I seen you as dissing. You was pretty much dissing the OTMs.
Yeah, Duffy.
Oh yeah. But who I'll say my final in that top 3, my motherfucking dog, ASM Bop. You feel me?
Yeah,
Bops are going crazy, bro.
Facts.
The OTM dudes, they
might. Why was you so harsh on them though?
I think I went a little hard.
Yeah, you went a little hard. They're trash.
It was a little excessive.
It was
a little excessive.
You went in on them for sure. You was all like, damn.
I even went back and looked at some of their joints that I hadn't heard. They got some, like, you feel me?
Yeah, they cool.
They got some shit with Ralphie I fuck with. They cool.
They sound like a Draco. They sound like
that's
Draco's clones for sure.
Which doesn't really.
They keeping the truth alive. What you mean?
They are keeping the truth alive.
Come on, twin.
But yeah, I think it was a little hard on them. They're not trash, but you know, I think that they still young. They can work on their shit and get their weight up, not their hate up.
What you think about them not being Stink Team no more, man? You think that was they fucked up?
It's unfortunate.
Because Ralph, supposedly Ralphie wanted 20%, right?
Yeah.
They not fucking with that.
I think it was a bad business move. They should have probably done that.
I think so.
Because their earnings are going to drop significantly, not being able to carry that flag. I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong.
Now you're not a Stink Team and you sound like Draco. Now that shit don't sound right no more. You feel me? Like
Draco fucked with them though.
Yeah, he did.
All right, cool, but man,
Ralphie got nothing to do with Draco.
Yep.
Brother or not though.
Yeah, no, but
Draco fuck with them, so as far as that goes, they can still run off with that sound if they want to. I feel like
as far as Stink Team,
it's just like, come on, you feel me? Yeah. It's just they always gonna be looked at as like a Draco, and that the only way that shit gonna make sense is if you on the Stink Team. You feel me?
But the thing is, the Stinks had a lot of different styles, like the way Catchy compared to Say So. Yeah, Catchy was crazy.
Yeah, that was you even know early back in the day. That's my favorite shit. Catchy.
Yeah, no, he was.
We really with that ism too. You feel me? So
and speaking of
I like that shit.
Say So was with the ism.
Say So too.
Yeah. I don't know what his.
He got more of a. I felt like he wasn't as consistent as Catchy. Catchy was dropping hits like
for sure. For sure, yeah.
It's for the streets, you feel me?
Yeah, I fuck with
Catchy.
Say So remind me of like an LA Mac Dre. You remind me like you feel me?
On my mama though, I see that.
Yeah, that flow.
Yeah, he got the pimp flow for sure.
So the Stinks were the LA or the Baby Stones?
Shit. They both are in their own regard. You know what I'm saying? I think that.
I think Blue Bloods run LA.
I think
Blue Bloods the flies.
LA is up for grabs at the moment. LA is up for grabs.
I think Swifty Blue run LA.
So you gotta check in with Swifty.
When they had him on the pod, man. When they had him on the pod.
Swifty came over here talking about Whack. You know who run LA? Yeah, you know who run LA?
He was on it. He came on it,
man. Well, that's a
shout out Swifty, man.
Something that people don't really want to acknowledge is, like Los Angeles, Southern California is predominantly Mexican.
Oh, God. Nah, Swifty a genius, bro. Yeah. After meeting him like a couple of times and just hanging out with him, bro really just a marketer. He's just trying to get a bag.
Oh, yeah, no. He
bro just trying to get a bag. He don't give a fuck. He'll say anything. Just give me a bag.
Him too. And shouts to me Doughboy that fuck with him and all that. Yeah.
He hard. Okay.
Y'all know the vibes?
Hell yeah, brother. What's up? We about to end it? What's going on, man? We done?
Yeah.
We done talked about everything.
If there's anything, hey, I'm here for y'all. You feel me? Like
hell yeah, bro. Now we appreciate you.
What you got covered out?
You feel me? Bunch of podcast content.
Podcast.
Fuck with me on the Ruin Your Day platform. All kinds of shit.
Yeah.
About to be flooding the block with some new music as well.
That's right. Okay.
Cocaine Bot for real.
Cocaine Bot, man.
You feel me?
Where did that Cocaine Bot come from?
Bruh, so like from that little, it's from like an old song that I got that I used in that freestyle the one day with AD. But what I really say is I say, pull up stunting what cocaine bot. Like you feel me? Like I pull up stunning what cocaine bot. But it's like instead people were like, oh,
cocaine bot.
Yeah, you said cocaine. Pull up stunning with cocaine bot. Like it's our cocaine robot.
You said it was a freestyle, but it was really a song.
Well, you like look.
I like that though.
Fair,
but you can't do that if the song's already out.
To be fair, look, here's the thing. It's
like, different if you recorded it and you never put it out.
I started with like that's a known song of mine. Right. So I spit like the first 6, 7 bars. And then I was like freestyling.
I hear you.
So then they were like, oh, but the whole shit, I was coming off hella whack regardless. So like this shit was whack. So like, well,
the first one was trash, but then you came back and went crazy. So it don't matter.
Exactly.
You came back and did some shit,
I had to go crazy on it.
On my mom.
So I was like, I know what I'm capable of. So yeah.
Shit.
So I was like, you know what? They're like, oh, well, at least he freestyled, and I was like, yeah, at least I freestyled. You feel me? Like, it's one of those things. Man.
Hell yeah, man.
Let me ask you one last question.
Yeah, bust it.
Just, I don't know if you've seen it, man. There was a blog or I don't know if you call it like a reaction channel.
Yeah.
Southside Reaction. You seen it?
I don't believe so.
Well, he reacted to the whole.
There's a hella reactions. Yeah.
He reacted to it. The title was it caught my eyes. It's just like, what the fuck? It said, Lush from No Jumper fired for being a Southsider. I was all like, damn.
Hey, I fucks with that. I fucks with that, right? That's fucking funny, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if that's what you feel me?
If that's the narrative, fuck it, push it. Hell yeah, man. Over here, man.
Buenos dias, homies.
Yeah, that part. Let's get to it. But yeah, man, this is a Domino show.
Yeah, we like to give our flowers out here, man. We're just gonna give you your flowers, man. We appreciate you coming on here, bro.
Much love.
You doing your thing, man. Regardless of No Jumper, you don't even get back on. You know, we still supporting you, man.
Oh,
we
yeah,
still fucking with you.
And I think they want me back on, but regardless, you're going to see me
Y'all
going
need
up,
to
period.
I feel like it
that
needs to get
part,
repaired.
man.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah,
we gonna see that's a whole.
We know you
conversation.
gotta. Your story not done. You gonna keep shining.
No.
You feel me?
Oh, my mama, though.
Salute.
Y'all too.
Yeah.
Hey, and we affiliated, so anything
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
need,
man,
you
it's
feel me?
live.
G.O.D. It's
Let's
love,
go.
bro. I
Yeah,
appreciate you
love.
coming up here for
Anytime
real.
y'all in the West Side, function with us.
When
so,
you
you
at
know,
whenever
it's
you
good.
in OC, man, come. fuck
Anaheim,
with
G.O.D.
Yeah, y'all my
Let's go.
first stop now. Fuck that.
You already know.
Domino show though, man.
Episode 6.
Let's go. We
You
out of this
did.
motherfucker.
Subscribe, like,
Vibrations.
comment.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.